Hello everyone and welcome back to Matterhorn. So I've had a chance to play Blades for about 3 hours now. Overall I am enjoying the game, but there are definitely some things that Bethesda can improve upon, and I am sure that they will. Bethesda recently announced that all invites have been sent out, so check your email if you did register for early access. So first I want to go over things that I believe need some improvement, as well as things that just seem sort of off to me. Obviously, performance is at the top of the list as far as things that need to be improved. I am using a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and the game's performance swings wildly between what seems to be at least 60 frames per second down into the teens at some points. There's really no rhyme or reason. Now, I know that being a mobile game, Blades has to deal with your device doing a lot of other things in the background. That being said, I don't know if the issues with performance are more to do with the device background tasks or the game, so I need to do a bit more testing to find out. Still, the average person who doesn't necessarily think about closing open apps before launching Blades, for example, will also be experiencing these issues, so it is definitely something that Bethesda needs to address. The music seems to be just okay so far, definitely not on the level of Jeremy's Soul, but not bad either. Again, I've only played for about 3 hours, so it is hard to really judge it as of yet. Beyond that, combat is about as you would expect from a mobile game. I like that there isn't any swiping of the screen. Instead, you hold the screen. As the circle fills in, you let the circle go to get a perfect hit. It adds a lot more strategy to the game because you are leaving yourself open to attack if you hold too long trying to get more damage. This isn't a replacement for buttons on a controller by any stretch, but it is way better than just swiping the screen continuously. The story seems pretty bare bones. You are returning to your destroyed hometown and need to rebuild it. To do that, you need to complete quests, help citizens, and collect materials. While you are questing, you collect these materials, fight enemies, and discover treasure chests. There are multiple forms of treasure chests, each of which requires a different amount of time to open. For example, a wooden chest takes 5 seconds to open, but a silver chest takes 3 hours, a gold chest takes 6 hours, and so on. Of course, if you use gems, which you collect through gameplay and completing quests, you can cash those in so you don't have to wait to open your chest. And in a shocking turn of events, you can also purchase these gems using real money. So yeah, mobile games. What is it that you find in these chests though? Well, it is the aforementioned building materials, but also alchemy items, armor, weapons, metal ingots, gold, and more. You can imagine having played Skyrim or Fallout and all of the other types of items in the world that you can collect. Well, that is all here. It is useful to continue your quests and rebuild your town as well though. There are a variety of types of quests. The main quests I have encountered so far are related to NPCs around town. They need you to clear out an area, find some items, or rescue other NPCs. There is also a job board with more quests, as well as daily and weekly quests you can complete as well. One thing I really like about quests is that when you want to do one, you just click Start Quest and the game takes you right to the location of the quest, and it immediately begins. Being a mobile game, the appreciation of your time in between quests and tasks is notable. The game is explicitly clear about how long any timed items or events take, so you're not trying to look at a slowly filling wheel and trying to determine how long something may take. One jarring thing that is still weird to me is that there aren't any voices in the game. Having played Fallout and Elder Scrolls games for years where the characters actually speak rather than they're just being text is very strange. I understand that it likely doesn't make sense to hire a bunch of voice actors for a mobile game when many people play the game muted anyway, but it is still odd to me nonetheless. I would have appreciated the option for sure. The graphics are outstanding for a mobile game. They definitely rival Skyrim's, though there are definitely some low-resolution textures here and there. The dungeons have lots of atmosphere, though there isn't a ton to explore. There are occasional hidden rooms, so you should always keep your eyes open, but it is also weird seeing lots of books lying around that you can't open and read. The world has very limited interaction. Still, there are some things to do, and it feels like an Elder Scrolls game for the most part. Also, I appreciate that Bethesda has provided 2 different ways to play the game. First, you can use your phone in landscape mode and control by tapping the screen to move, or by using both thumbs to play as a virtual dual analog control scheme. This takes some time getting used to, but it does work well. You can also turn your phone to portrait mode and use the tap movement method. It really allows you to choose whichever way to play that suits you best. I appreciate that there are options for multiple playstyles, which makes the game easy to play even if you just have one hand, or are ready to settle in for a few hours in bed completing quests. Town building seems like it is a lot more in-depth than I had hoped for. Not only do you get the opportunity to build many different types of buildings, but you can, later in the game, select different material types for those buildings, which is an interesting addition. The town is open to exploration, and when you start, it is completely in ruins. I have already started feeling a sense of pride as my once destroyed town is starting to get back on its feet. I'm hoping that the story picks up, but again, I have just started the game. So, as I continue to play, I'll be making some more videos about Blades. I think it has some potential to be a nice time killer in a mobile game I actually want to play. Also, I realize that the footage may look a bit choppy, but the game isn't that bad. I think the video recording software adds additional overhead that reduces overall performance. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching.